Greetings, Life Dancers. It's Delisa and Delisa's Life Dance, and today is for the Mind Magic Monday mindset. So, what is happening in our world today? There's a lot going on, a lot of challenges, and what my mentor has taught me over the past 18 months of being in his group and listening to his words and leadership. That's Master Sri Akarshana. If you don't know it, I'll put the link below. And what is happening in our world today? We're having a lot of problems stemming from a serious problem that's dealing with our health and our health concerns. So I did look at one of my previous posts about how to have effective hand washing during this time of the coronavirus and traveling and all that. So I don't want to bring more focus to the negativity, but what I do want to share is that we have free will, we have our minds, and we have our thought processes, and we do not have to be overwhelmed with so much information. You listen to the guidelines and you choose to listen to who you would like to listen to. I choose to listen to the experts in the field. Dr. Fauci, who has been the chief of allergy and infectious disease, and he is the head of that in the United States. So I choose to listen to him and what he has to say. And what I've gleaned from that is if you are over 60, 65, I was saying all the time, they had a really, I don't want to bash the cruise industry, but there are some challenges that they need to deal with before passengers over 65 go on cruises anymore. So that's a challenge for that industry. If I were in charge of the cruise industry, lean in. What I would do is partner with the health agencies to come up with a solution as to how and why it's getting transmitted on my ships. Maybe they're doing that already, but that's just me. So what I would like to do is not focus the attention on all of that, all of the problems behind that. Let's focus our attention to the solutions. So, if you're a young person and you have a grandmother, grandfather you like to visit, or an elder that you take care of, be careful when you're in their presence. Make sure you have clean hands. If you have a cough or cold, try to stay away from grandma and grandpa, or great-grandma, great-grandpa, or in the senior centers. And seniors, take care of yourselves like you always have been. I think you know some of these common sense techniques. Don't be around a lot of people that are coughing and sick. Watch out for those games. Maybe watch them on the big screen TV, or find one of your elders that has a big screen TV and stick together. So that's just a few of my tips for this. And yes, I am very saddened by all of the loss. And I know that there are a lot of challenges. So I just want to acknowledge that. And I acknowledge that countries are doing what they can to keep their citizens safe. So with that said, I'm going to move on to the mind. And I was looking at also at lavender. Lavender is perfect. I was clued into lavender. I've always loved lavender, but lavender does protect one from the environment and from microorganisms. So whenever I see a little piece of lavender, I just pinch a little bit and breathe the beautiful lavender scent. So with that said, here we go, diving into the mindset. And what I was looking at, I have a lot of books in my home, and as you know, I love sharing book knowledge with you, not only Google, but books. So I came across a book called Grammar Girls, 101 Words for every high school graduate needs to know. I'm a college graduate. I don't know most of these words in this book. Oh my goodness. So I thought maybe I'll share some of these words, and not only for girls, but for boys and men and women and everyone. So I'll pick a couple of words. I'm just going to go through this book and I'm going to pick it. If you know the meaning of this word, let me know. So here we go. Flipping the pages. Boom. Oh, this one's easy. Okay. Oh, here's one. I stopped in the letter H, and the word is hegemony. Hegemony. Do we know what that means? It comes from a Greek word that means leader or authority. Although it can be used outside of politics, Hegemony is most commonly used to describe the power or dominance that one country or state has over others. Wow, going with the times. There has been talk in Europe about American hegemony being somehow based upon the use of the dollar in the world. I just don't see that connection at all. Robert C. Solomon, American professor. These are just sentences that have the use of hegemony. The hegemony of email as a business medium is set to be superseded by social networking. That sounds a bit right. Maxwell Cooter, Tech World writer. So, hegemony, I didn't know what that meant, and it means leader or authority. Let's pick one more. Okay, here's one. Kudzu, Kudzu. Do you see that? So kudzu is an invasive climbing flowering vine that grows in the southeastern United States. If you're from the South, you're wondering who wouldn't know what kudzu is. But if you're not from the South, you may be baffled when you meet a Southerner who describes something as a spreading like a kudzu. The plant is indigenous to China and Japan, and the name kudzu comes from its Japanese name. In the road, you can see you are stalking elk through the damp canyon forests around the ruins of Rockefeller Center. You'll wear leather clothes that will last you till the rest of your life. You'll climb the wrist-thick kudzu vines that wrap around the Sears. Brad Pitt playing Tyler Durden in Fight Club. All right, guys. So I don't need my glasses on for that. But so thank you so much for listening to me for the past few minutes. If you knew these words and knew the definition of the words, please comment below. Leave me a comment anyway. Tell me where you're from. Tell me how you're coping with today's information on anything that's happening in the world. And like always, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Delisa's Life Dance. Ciao, ciao. Take care.